Hello dear student, I am Varun Nishad from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur, and in this video we will discuss about the physical property of non-metal. In previous video we are introducing to take information about the physical property of the metal. So metals, or we have seen the different aspects of metal like conduction in heat and electricity, very good conductors of metals, and metals they have good conductor of heat and electricity because they have contained the free electrons, and they have lustrous, shiny and smooth surface, and they are ductiles and malleables. On this behalf, we have discussed the physical property of the non-metal. So basically, student, these are the only near about 22 non-metals are found, non-metals in our periodic table. In which of them there is one is liquid, which is bromine, and 11 are in gaseous form, and 10 are in solid form. 10 are in solid form. So let us talk about are the non-metals or conductor of electricity. So student, the non-metals is carbon and carbon allotropes. Carbon allotropes, you know that carbons make different types of compound in the nature, and carbon form a graphite. Graphite is a conductor of electricity. Graphite is a conductor of electricity. आप इसको टेस्ट कर सकते हैं, but do not taste about them. Graphite is a conductor of electricity. Only one of these 22 non-metals, the graphite, it is a allotropes of carbon, and carbon is a non-metal. So graphite is only one of the metal which conduct the electricity through them. And all non-metals, all solid non-metals are non-lustrous. But iodine is lustrous. Lustrous except all 22 non-metals. And if you're talking about the diamond is also allotropes of carbon which is a non-metal, and the diamond is actually some metals, maximum metals are they have contained optimum and maximum boiling point and melting point, but the maximum non-metals in which are 22 non-metals maximum have low melting point and boiling point, but in case of diamond it is an allotrope of carbon, and carbon is a non-metal. Diamonds have maximum high boiling point and high melting point. So these properties of non-metal are correlated to the metals, but these are allotropes of carbon. And if you talking about the properties of non-metals, generally the metals are hard, and except the mercury which is liquid at room temperature, and maximum metals have highest boiling point and melting point at near about optimum, and some have maximum high boiling point. But in case of cesium, which cesium, if you put into the palm, it start melting. It start melting after putting palm. So it is a very low melting point and boiling point of cesium. And if you are talking about the sodium and potassium, these are the metals, but these are the soft, we can cut of them with a knife. And low boiling point and melting point in comparison to diamond, which is non-metal, and it is the kilotropes of carbon. So some metals like sodium and potassium, these are the low boiling point and in comparison to diamond, and they are not hard, they are soft in nature. Then we cut with knife into small pieces. So the next one is a chemical property of metal. Chemical property of metal. Chemical property of metal. Chemical properties of metals. Student, if you remind that in your previous chapter 2, acids, bases and salt, so the one person is coming. Now what will happen when the acid react with metal or metal react with acid? So the same phenomena first, as we will discuss about the what will happen when metal burn in air or with air. What will happen? So let us see. It is a common metal and oxygen give metal oxide. So metal is, if you are talking about the metal, which is copper, Cu plus O, which is CuO, which is copper. It is a copper, and it is oxygen, which gives copper oxide or cupric oxide. So, and if you take the another example of which is the aluminum react with oxygen, which form Al2O3 and which is 2 and 3. Here is 2 and here is 4. It is aluminum and it is oxygen, amount of oxygen, and it is our aluminum oxide. aluminum oxide. So when the metal burn with oxygen or burn in air, it will give metal oxide. When we taste this oxide, this is our copper oxide and aluminum oxide, taste with pH paper or litmus paper, it will give the red litmus into blue litmus. It will, when we taste these two metal oxide with red litmus, it will change, they change the color of red litmus into blue litmus, into the color of red litmus into blue litmus. Blue litmus, जैसे ये ऑक्साइड, जैसे कॉपर ऑक्साइड है, एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड है, जब इनका सॉल्यूशन बना के हम टेस्ट करते हैं तो इनका जो नेचर होगा वो ये ब्लू कलर के लिटमस को अफेक्ट नहीं करेंगे। जब ये रेड कलर का लिटमस में डिप किया जाता है या टच किया जाता है या उनसे टेस्ट करते हैं तो ब्लू जो रेड कलर का लिटमस है वो कन्वर्ट हो जाता है किसमें, ब्लू लिटमस कलर में। मींस इट इज क्लियर द नेचर ऑफ metal oxides or basic or which of the or the substance which turn the red litmus into blue and we call it as a basic substance. So in some cases the aluminum oxide which is Al2O3 so both nature which is acidic and basic behavior. Basic, for example, if we make the reaction or take a reaction between aluminum Al2O3 plus HCl, it will give Al2Cl3 and water. So 3H2O and 3HCl and it is our salt and water. And when the aluminum oxide Al2O3 will react with NaOH, which is base. It is an acid. And it is aluminum oxide. And same the aluminum oxide react with base, which give sodium aluminate, which is Na, air, and O, which and water, and hydrogen. We have balanced them. Here is because aluminum is 2 NaOH and 2 NaOH plus 2. Here is a sodium aluminate. Here is, it is a act as base. Act as, in this first reaction, it is to make a salt which we have like a base in comparison to hydrochloric acid. And when here is aluminum oxide react with base which is sodium hydroxide, it gives corresponding salt which exists in only two cases, zinc and aluminum. Sodium zincate, Na2Zn, Na2O. So ये बोलते हैं इसको सोडियम zincate. When the zinc oxide or zinc react with sodium hydroxide which is a base, it form corresponding salt. अगर कोई salt form करता है यहाँ पे, अगर कोई zinc जो है zinc plus NaOH, NaOH ऑलरेडी हमारा बेस है और वाटर देता है, तो जैसे वाटर दिया NaOH है, अगर आप बात करें चैप्टर 7 में आप डिस्कस किए थे Zn प्लस NaOH, अगर ये दोनों आपस में रिएक्ट करते हैं तो ZnNa2O बनाते हैं प्लस वाटर और हाइड्रोजन गैस देते हैं। ये हाइड्रोजन गैस देगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे ऑक्साइड नहीं है, इसलिए वाटर नहीं मिलेगा यहाँ पे, ओनली हाइड्रोजन गैस क्योंकि एक सिंपल जिंक मेटल। तो अगर ये दोनों आपस में रिएक्ट करते हैं और यहाँ सॉल्ट बनाते हैं और ये हाइड्रोजन गैस रिवॉल्व होता है, तो इसका नेचर क्या होगा? मेटल का नेचर ऑलरेडी बेस है और इसका नेचर जो है, जो भी ऑक्साइड बनाते हैं तो इनका नेचर जो है बेसिक नेचर का होता है। बट एल्यूमिनियम के केस में या फिर जिंक के केस में ये दोनों का दोनों बिहेवियर शो करते हैं एसिडिक एंड बेसिक। तो यहाँ पे जो जिंक का बिहेवियर है वो एसिडिक का है। सेम थिंग हैपनिंग ऑन हियर, when the aluminum oxide react with base, it will be corresponding salt and water. So here is aluminum oxide we have as acid. We have as a acid, but here is a aluminum oxide we have as a base. So that's why aluminum have so the both behavior of acidic and basic. And another remaining chemical properties of the metal we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.